Welcome! In this video, I'm going to show you 5 secrets to writing a powerful nurse resume that will get your phone ringing with recruiters looking to bring you in for interviews. My name is Kenneth Lowry with NurseResumeSecrets.com. I'm a resume writing expert, and my goal is to help nurses find success with their job search. So why is it important? Why is your resume so important? Well, a powerful resume will unlock job opportunities. You can imagine a resume as a key that will unlock career opportunities and career doors. So a powerful resume will give you more options, meaning more doors, meaning more phone calls for interviews. And because you're getting more opportunities and you're going on more interviews, you're going to get quicker results. You're going to find a job much quicker. So let's define a resume. What is it? Your resume is your personal sales letter. It's the singular document that gives the reasons why someone would want to hire you for a nursing position. Not that long ago, you could write nurse along with your license number on a piece of paper and recruiters would call you in for job interviews. But that's not the case anymore. The truth is there's more and more nurses for fewer positions, so it's harder now to find a nurse job than it was in the recent past. That just means you have to work a little harder at your job search to get a position. There's still plenty of jobs out there, but you have to do things like write a quality resume to find your next job, and we're going to talk about how to do that in this video. So let me go over the 5 secrets to writing a powerful nurse resume. Number 1, pick a powerful template. Number 2, select the proper keywords. 3, identify your target position. Next is select work experience. And finally, include quotes. So let's go ahead and go into those in detail. Number 1, pick a professional template. Let me ask you a question. How do you think lawyers write wills? So a customer goes to a lawyer and says, I need a will done, my son was just born. Do you think the lawyer sits down at his computer, fires up Microsoft Word, and starts typing from scratch? Of course not. There's no way that they would do that. It would take forever. What they do is they look at templates or sample wills, and they find one that matches the customer's needs, and they simply update it so that it suits the client's exact needs for a will. That's how lawyers do wills and contracts, and that's how you need to do your resume. You need to get a sample template in Microsoft Word format that you can simply modify with your own personal information and make your own. So I'm going to give you an awesome resource here. I want you to go to www.nurseresumesecrets.com/RS, and I want you to go to that page giving away a free professional quality resume template in Microsoft Word that you can download and you can modify with your own information, and you'll be on your way to having a powerful nurse resume. So go there right now and get that resume, because we're going to be talking about it in the video. Okay, the next secret to writing a powerful nurse resume is select the proper keywords. Why are keywords so important? Keywords help with searches. Imagine you're a nurse recruiter. Someone says, I need a end-of-life nurse. You're going to go to your database of nurse resumes and nurse candidates, and you're going to do a search. Well, what are you going to search for? You're going to search for hospice. And you do that for, depending on the type of nurse you're looking to hire, you're going to do different keyword searches. So it's absolutely critical that you consider what are the appropriate keywords for your resume. Otherwise, you will not be found when that recruiter does the search. So where do you find keywords? There's several resources. 2 main ones that I'm going to talk about. One is job boards, such as Monster or Hot Jobs. Now, the way that you find keywords at these websites is to go there, look at the job postings for nurses, find the nurse positions that are most suited to you, and then look at the words that come up again and again. You'll notice them if you look at about 10 or so job postings. Make a list of those words. Usually about 4 to 7 keywords is all you really need. Another great resource for keywords is your job description. Do you have your job description, or can you get a copy of it? If you review that job description, you'll be able to spot the keywords that you'll need to use for your job search. And what you want to do with the keywords, is at the end of the resume writing process, you just need to make sure that those words are incorporated somewhere on your resume so that your resume would be returned when a recruiter does a search. The next secret to writing a powerful nurse resume is to identify your target position. You want to put the exact position you are interested in on the top of your resume. This will make it easy for nurse recruiters to identify what position you are applying for. Not doing this will reduce the effectiveness of your resume. Now, you could put just registered nurse at the top of your resume. That's possible. That's a more generic resume. You're going to have less results. You're going to have poor results than if you do something like put emergency care nurse or something along those lines. So if at all possible, you want to narrow your focus on your job search. You don't want to broaden it. I know it seems counterintuitive if you're trying to find a job. More success if you just narrow that focus. It's an important thing to consider. The next secret is to select work experience. And here's a couple thoughts on what work experience to include on your resume. First of all, this is a question that I get all the time. How much experience should I include on my nurse resume? And the answer is 10 years. You only want to go back 10 years. Anything older than 10 years is not relevant. Another thing is only select relevant experience. Don't include things that are not related to the position of a nurse. You want to include measured results. Nursing is a very task-oriented profession, so most of your resume work experience will be task-oriented. But if at all possible, include measured results. For example, you could list the number of beds that your hospital or where you work serviced. You could list the number of direct reports that reported to you. Things of that nature. If at all possible, try to quantify your work experience. And the fifth secret is include quotes. You can include quotes from supervisors, colleagues, but not your mother. Let me show you what a quote looks like on a resume. So here's the sample resume that I spoke to you about before. Definitely want to get a copy of this because this is a very awesome resume that got results. Now, what we're talking about is the quote, and here it is, just down the middle of the first page. You can see it right here. There's a couple quotes, actually there's 3 quotes, but let me read the top quote to you so you get an idea of what I'm talking about. Rachel takes that extra step to make sure her patients feel comfortable. Rachel demonstrates professionalism, compassion, and highest level of quality care. And it gives the name of the person that gave the quote. So this is what I'm talking about with respect to a quote. You can actually see what it looks like. Again, you can get quotes from your performance appraisals, you can ask colleagues for them, but it's a very powerful technique and something you should definitely include in your resume. So in closing, if you have any questions about your nurse resume, you can reach me at ken@nurseresumesecrets.com, and I wish you the best of luck with your job search.